Hello, Chris and Monique. Paul here. So what I want to show you, see, we've got the formula for the stain from a guy that restores Hutchinson's and apparently was a Boatwright for Hutchinson some years ago. And so let's kind of just, so as you can see, this stain over here is quite brown, maybe even a bit of a honey flavor to it, and we don't know for sure that the stain that was on your boat was original stain. So we're assuming it was, and your whole boat was pretty much this color of stain. As you can see, well, you know, we've taken a lot of the stain off, but here's a place where we stripped the finish and the stain did not come off with the rest of the wood yet. So you know, it's a pretty brown looking stain. So, but what's interesting is beneath the deck hardware, you can see that it was noticeably redder. So the red, of course, stain has a tendency to lose its color over the years. So for the colors to bleach out, that's why this area is bleached out, and the area that was under the step pad and under a cleat and under a rope chock, that's why those areas have the color that they have. Well, that's the reason for the color difference. So this is how the color comes out with the formula that is just supposed to be the Hutchinson. And it's quite a bit redder because we use light red mahogany and dark red mahogany, and then raw sienna and burnt umber in the stain. So light red and dark red mahogany, gosh, it's going to be a mahogany color. It's going to be a red color. So again, I don't know that the stain that was on this boat was correct to begin with. So really what I'm asking is, do you want me to try to match the stain as you remember it, which I can probably lighten this up a bit? Do you want me to try to match the stain as you remember it, or do you want to go with this this more reddish stain color? There we go. I want to make sure that you realize that the grain will show through, because when you certain angles, with my light on the phone, you really can't see the grain, but get the right angle, you can see the grains coming through. So my question is, what do you prefer? And then once we nail that down, we will. Do you prefer what is supposedly the correct stain, or do you prefer what was on there? Is the question. And realize that this might have been what was on there when it was applied 20 years ago. I'm assuming, I don't know how many years ago, but when it was applied, this might have been the color was on there, and what we're seeing is it having the tendency to bleach out. But again, this is definitely way different than this, but this has obviously bleached out. This area is bleached out versus this area. So what's your opinion? Get back to me with what you think you'd like to do, and I can either match this or we'll go with what we're told is authentic by the shipwright that used to work there. Thank you.